Yeah, we'll go over the role play and
Okay.
sort of plan all this stuff, and then I'll talk to you about all the.
Hello, my name's Jacob Ludwig.
Nice to meet you. I'm Caitlin.
So how are you today?
I'm doing pretty well, you know.
Doing well, yeah.
Getting over a cold, so.
Getting over the cold, like
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah, it's so much
me
fun.
Too, me too. So I'm in here for a couple of reasons today. First off, to introduce myself, and secondly, to kind of get to know a little bit more about Yelp and what I can do to be able to help provide better for you guys from my position working for PSMA. So would you be okay with me taking some notes?
Yeah, go for it. That's great.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so I guess my first question is, what are you guys' recruiting practices so far?
You know, so far we haven't been, we've done a couple of career fairs, nothing too serious. Our biggest way we recruit is through online, like on our own website, and also putting our job postings on different websites.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too big right now or fancy.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. When you go to career fairs, what kind of places do you go? Do you do it just at universities or outside of that?
Mostly universities, probably bigger schools we've been looking into, some small ones, but definitely universities.
Mm-hmm. And when you go to these career fairs at the universities, is it a big fair within the school or more low-key specialty stuff?
Definitely more of a bigger fair.
Bigger fair.
Yeah, something where there's just a ton of companies, a lot of students that are there eager to find a job. So
all right,
mostly big.
gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. I guess when you're looking at these schools, what exactly do you want from the school itself? What kind of students are you looking for when you're trying to find new recruits?
Talking about the school itself, we're definitely looking for students from a quality institution. We want somebody who's going to come from a university that is like highly ranked and well known. We also want someone who's going to be, very ethical. Yelp is all about making informed decisions for our reviews and our customers.
Yeah.
Our customers rely on that, so we want someone
Yeah.
who's going to be trustworthy, who's doing that, working within our company.
Okay, gotcha. Is there anything just beyond the ethics and quality of the institution that you want sort of in a deeper way than that?
Yeah, we also want somebody who's going to be able to hit the ground running,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's going to come out of school right away and be ready to learn and work. Also someone who's going to contribute well to our company, and also someone that's probably going to be very knowledgeable about a wide variety of areas of life.
Okay, wonderful. When you say you wanted somebody who's quality, you want a school that's ranked and I guess a institution that's well informed. Is there any more depth that you'd like to go into about what you're looking for as far as quality is concerned?
I think we pretty much covered it.
Covered it on quality?
Mm-hmm.
How about as far as an ethical institution? What do you mean by ethics? Obviously, there's the standard, like a person with good intentions,
Yeah.
an institution that's kind of recognized for doing that. Is there any sort of depth that, like, requirements that you like to have?
Definitely, like I said, somebody who's just going to hold themselves to the highest standards, know right from wrong, just somebody who has very good ethics.
Of course. And then hit the ground running, that's a term I'm familiar with. So you kind of want the people who are going to be good out of college, and you're finding people in a university. What do you look for in the university that shows that they'll be able to hit the ground running?
To make sure that they've had a lot of experience,
Okay.
a lot of different classes that are going to give them the ability to work in all these wide areas. Since it is sales doesn't mean sales itself.
Yeah.
It means being able to know a wide variety of, finance, accounting, different things like that.
Gotcha. And as far as contribution, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you just want somebody who is going to put their best effort into an organization and be able to do their part in it. Does that mean you're looking for leaders or something else beyond that?
I think you pretty much summed it up very well for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Words right out of my mouth.
Wonderful. And then I guess the last piece that you were looking for is somebody who's knowledgeable. I guess that's a very broad area to think of in terms of a university. Obviously, there's a bunch of different facets of that. What's sort of like the goal you're trying to get out of somebody who's knowledgeable? What are you looking for?
I guess kind of like what we were saying about hit the ground running, somebody who's had a lot of experience. So they're going to be knowledgeable in a lot of areas that are going to be able to contribute to our company.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess
So
they all kind of
counterplay,
tie,
a little bit of
all tie
tying in.
together.
All right. Well, I think that as somebody who works for PSMA, we have a small career fair that we offer every semester called the PSMA Marketing Career Fair that PSMA puts on themselves. And I think it would be the perfect fit for Yelp as an organization based on the qualities that we just discussed. As far as a university that has, I guess, quality students, a ranked university, Penn State's marketing program is ranked number 14th by the U.S. News and World Report. And I think that that's kind of a good sort of merit for it to have. And beyond that, PSMA is a facet of AMA, which is the American Marketing Association, and we're a gold chapter under their standards, which means that we've been performing well at all of their events each year annually. And I think it was 4 of the last 6 years we have been nominated a gold chapter. Does that seem like what you would consider a quality organization?
Definitely.
All right, just want to double check on all these. As we move into ethics, I think that ethical is definitely something that Penn State and our marketing program have a whole lot of emphasis on. Are you familiar with kind of Penn State or the SMEAL program at all?
I'm not too informed in it. I know like small stuff about it, but
Sure.
not serious.
Yeah, I guess to put it into more perspective, there is a huge emphasis within Penn State and its marketing programs on ethical behavior. SMEAL itself has its own honor code that basically is the whole, you do everything ethically by the book in a business setting. PSMA has their own constitution on their website that has an ethical focus. In addition to that, PSMA is a member of AMA, who also has an ethical honor code. And so there's all of these different sort of ethical influences just like kind of sitting on all these students. So all of them are very familiar with it and know how to do it ethically. Outside of that, I don't know, do you want classes in ethics taught?
That would probably be good so people
Yeah.
have a big background of what ethics is about.
I think that is a perfect thing because Penn State, for our business program, you need to take a course in ethics, a lecture, to even be able to graduate from the business school. It's a required class to graduate. So that just helps strengthen the sort of focus on ethics. You said you wanted somebody who would hit the ground running and kind of have a lot of work experience, right? Or not necessarily work experience, but experience within the different facets of it. So when you're looking for that experience, are you looking for someone who's had experience, I guess, in the classroom or outside?
Probably a mixture of both.
Mixture of both? All right, wonderful. So I can speak on certainly behalf of the in-classroom work of PSMA. It's an organization that has 70 plus leadership positions, and just that means that almost a huge number of these members of this organization are filling leadership roles and kind of taking on a lot of the responsibility themselves. On top of that, our career fair that we put on is put on by PSMA, which makes it the only student career fair that isn't put on outside of the organization. It's all done in-house.
Perfect.
I
do have another meeting coming up soon.
Oh, absolutely. I guess quickly I just want to make sure that we're on the same page with all of this. So you are looking for somebody or an organization that can provide quality, ethical students who hit the ground running, they know how to contribute, and they're knowledgeable.
Yes.
That's right. And I think that we covered that Penn State so far has very ethical students. They have high quality and high caliber students, and they're definitely able to hit the ground running. I still think there is more that I'd love to talk to you about as far as sort of better defining PSMA as an organization that you guys would love to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So would I be able to set up a future meeting with you?
Absolutely.
How does 2 weeks from today sound?
That sounds perfect.
Sounds perfect? All right, wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you very, very
Thank
much.
you.